If you want to see the clearest example of compounding in real estate, this is it. Buy one home, live in it for a year, move out, turn it into a rental, and look how much money you end up with at age 65. So I'm going to show you 4 scenarios buying at age 20, 25, 35, and 45. And the difference, it's insane. So here's the foundation of the strategy. You buy a $600,000 home using either FHA at 3.5% down or a conventional loan at 5 to 15% down. The more you can put down with reserves, the less risk you take on. Remember, if you put down less, then you have to get a better deal to give yourself some room, give yourself some padding there. And you got to be resourceful and clever if you're really going to stretch yourself. So to mitigate from risk, that's what you do. You only need to live there for 1 year legally, and then you can convert it into a rental. And that 1 year is honestly great. You get to learn the house yourself, understand it, and get that owner occupied loan term, which is amazing. Usually it's about like a full point less or lower. So getting that also helps. Our example here is on a $600,000 home. The mortgage payment will, let's just say, $3,500 a month. And let's match that with rent also starting at $3,500 a month. Rents go up 2% per year. Maintenance and utilities get 20% off gross rent. So we're going to do that for the life of it. 20% off that gross rent. Boom, into cap X, some people call it. Just to stay realistic and conservative for maintenance and repairs. And for appreciation, we're using 6% annually, which is also conservative for Park City's 20-year average at 6.7%. And Salt Lake is just under 6, and that's on the east bench of Salt Lake. 6 is a safe assumption. So age 65, breaking down scenario 1, buy at age 20, you have 45 years of ownership at 6% appreciation. So that turns your $600,000 home into about $9 million by the time you hit 65. You pay off your mortgage at age 50. So 30 years into owning that, you got the property fully paid off. Then you have 15 more years of mortgage-free cash flow. This is not refinancing. This is just buy and hold. So you net about $1.26 million during the first 30 years while you're paying the mortgage off as well. And then, you're taking that 20%, 25% off for maintenance costs the whole time. So that's all factored in. But the 15 years after the no mortgage, minus the 25%, that's another 1.5 million. So that's 2.76 million in total cash flow. Add that to the 9 million property, and your total wealth at 65 is roughly $11.8 million. Remember that one grandparent that said,
they bought their house for a couple grand?
Yeah, be like them. Because 600,000 will sound like that, in 45 years. So scenario 2, not bad. You buy at age 25 and you hold it for 40 years till you hit 65. Home grows to about 6.2 million. 30 years later, you pay off, the mortgage at age 55. That gives you 10 years of no mortgage and cash flow. On top of that, also, subtracting capex, but that's 1.25 million. And the 10 years after the payoff, net you around another 800,000. So by 65, you've earned about $2 million in total cash flow and own a $6.2 million asset. Total wealth, $8.2 million at the end of the day. Scenario 3, buy at age 35, and we're given that same 6% appreciation, but this time it's only 30 years, and it brings that home to $3.44 million. In this scenario, you finish paying off your mortgage at exactly, when you turn 65. So mortgage-free years until then is, not really existent, but you still net around 1.26 million during the 30-year payoff period. So your total wealth at 65 would roughly be $4.7 million. So scenario 4, buy at age 45, own it for 20 years. The home grows to roughly 1.92 million. You still owe around 230,000 on the mortgage at that time. Your total net cash flow during those 20 years is about 650,000. So your total return at age 65 is around 2.3 million. Still not bad. Same house, same rent, same appreciation, same mortgage. The only variable here is the age that you start. At age 20, you end up with $11.8 million. At age 25, you end up at $8.2 million. And if you buy at age 35, that's $4.7 million. And age 45, that's $2.3 million. That's the power of time, not timing the market, just time in the market. And remember, Park City's 20-year appreciation is even higher than 6%. And so none of this includes depreciation or tax benefits, but also note you get hit with cash flow in a market like Park City, and the East Bench of Salt Lake. So you won't start out with cash flow all the time. It's really hard to get a deal that starts out with cash flow, really almost impossible. But with a long enough timeline, the appreciation compounds faster than rents, and that is potentially not taxed. So one home can literally change your retirement. Like I say, timing the market beats timing the market every time. If you want help running numbers or grabbing your first property in Park City or Salt Lake, shoot me a text, 801-837-4445. I help buyers and sellers and investors every week, and I'd love to help you and help you build your plan to financial freedom or retirement, or just diversifying, or just buying your forever home that you just want to live in. So see you guys on the next one. Peace.